Hello, it is Dolly. Welcome to my channel, Scrapping on the Go. This process video, I am going to share with you Christmas cards that I created during Thanksgiving holiday weekend of 2022. Just to let you know, I am not in any means an expert when it comes to card making. But I am very proud of several of the cards that I created using close to my heart products and a little bit of stuff from my stash. So without further ado, let me show you the cards that I have created. The first two cards that I would like to share with you, I used an older close to my heart stamp. And it is no longer available, and I do apologize, but when it comes to seasonal stamps, I do like to use my older ones as well as my new ones. This is a layering stamp, and it comes with a round circle stamp to represent Christmas bulbs, and you could take it a step further and you could use pens to color these. You could use the shimmer brushes to make them shinier. Lots of options. I just left mine plain. The first thing that I did is I cut out two 3x4 background cards using daisy white cardstock. And the one here on the right, I used my toffee and mocha ink, and I did some blending. Then I stamped my tree in the bulbs. Then I have a die in my stash, and I have no idea where it came from. I do not at all believe that it is close to my heart, but it says Merry Christmas, and I used some gold paper from my stash. This glitter paper is from close to my heart, and I used the Dolly die from close to my heart, which is still available, and I used the smaller one right here. It is gorgeous. Love this. It cuts like butter. And then my black base, which is going to be, I think, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, is the black cardstock from close to my heart. Then for this card here, I used a pattern paper from my stash. And like I said, this is 3x4 daisy white cardstock. I did a little bit of blending using Bluebell. And I used the Bluebell to stamp out my little ornaments. This joy word is a die from close to my heart, and the last time I looked, it was still available. And this little die cut piece is Happy Holidays, and that came from a newer collection from close to my heart, and it's called Seasonal Haul Stamp and Thin Cut, and it is Z4655, and you can create winter, fall, summer layouts, birthday layouts using this collection. I love it. So this will be one of those stamps that you can have year after year after year, not one that you need to retire from your collection because it's old-fashioned or it's not popular anymore. Then I took glitter paper from my stash and I cut a fishtail banner on both sides, and then I used my gold glitter gems from close to my heart. So those are those two, and I guess I need to speed it up or this is going to be long. Now, using the Seasonal Haul Stamp and Thin Cut set, I created all of these cards. And I also used my tri-blends from Spectrum Morum to do all the coloring of my trucks. But look at that. didn't these turn out fabulous? Here, for this paper right here, you take a 4x4 and you just cut it at any angle, and then you can use the opposite side on your card. You can use it up in the corner. You can see how I changed it around based on the pattern paper that I used. And the kit comes with the presents here, that Christmas tree there, that holiday stamp. It comes with the truck rail right there. And you just cut out. And for this dolly, remember I used the dolly from Close to My Heart, the smaller one. This comes as a set. It's still available along with this seasonal truck. This is available all year. I love it, love it, love it. Then I added some washi tape. I used my shimmer trim from Close to My Heart. I did stamping here, Wish You a Joyful Christmas, and that came from the Stamp of the Month. And that's right here. And Christmas Greetings. Where did that one come from? That came from another collection from Close to My Heart. All my stamping came. The only thing that's not from Close to My Heart is the Merry Christmas, where I die cutted this out. And then I added splatters. And then the jewels right here is from Close to My Heart. And that color is called Bluebell. I'm not sure if it's still available, but it's available in my stash. And then I did some splatters. So there's 4 right there. And I have some more. And then I used resist paper that Close to My Heart sells for that layout. For this card. And again, you can tell I did use different techniques in coloring my trucks. And all my trucks I used, let me get this out, let me show you. It's in a little thing here. I used my various Spectrum Norm pens, and we sell them, and I love these because you have a light, medium, and dark color. And then, of course, for any of the glimmer, I used various shimmer brushes from Close to My Heart. And even on these little splatters right there. And here is more using the resist paper from Close to My Heart. And it's still available and will be all year long. And let me tell you the colors I used. I used Pine and Mist. I used Pine and Mist for this card here. And I used our die cut Joy from Close to My Heart. I used the gold Jimmer, gold and silver glitter gems. So this is the gold and that's the silver. For this side, I used the Mist and the Cinnamon for this one here. From the Stamp of the Month, look what I used. I love how these options, guys. And I am not an expert in stamping. All right. And again, all this product is from Close to My Heart, except for this little star here. So on this side here, we use Scarlet Stamp, we used the Pine, and we used the Toffee. And then I used the coordinating shimmer brush to color in just some of the, or colored in all the succulents. And then I used the gems from Close to My Heart. And the layering paper here is the French vanilla cardstock on this one. And then I used my clear shimmer brush to do splatters. Love how that turned out. Here on this one, we used the Bluebell and Sapphire ink from Close to My Heart. And I added the, what's it called? Embossing glitter from Close to My Heart. I think it's the clear on there. And that's what I did to emboss that one. And add lots of splatters using on this one. I think that was the Bluebell. Yeah, the Bluebell. Or the Bluebird, I'm sorry. But you could use Bluebell because Bluebird is not available anymore. And then the Sapphire ink is still available. And I stamped both those corners. I used the blue glitter paper that we sell for this one and that one. And then we have the gold. And then this is an embossing star from Tim Holtz. And I inked the edges. Love how this turned out. Now this one here is where I just used some of that scrap paper again. I stamped behind, just simply stamped Bluebell behind there, and then I used the pine and green for season greetings, and then the heartfelt holidays is in the Sapphire ink. So let me show you both those because I guess I haven't showed those right there. But I just lightly did the blue right there. But that you can definitely tell I used. And then my blue shimmer from Close to My Heart. Now this one, we used this thin cut called Stitch Card Front and Background. This is Z4652. These cards are coming up. So on this one, I used just the stitched edge. Let me see if I can get that out. Right here. And I used that stitch. Can you pick that up? And did that and layered it on various pattern papers. Now, none of these pattern papers are from Close to My Heart, but they were in my stash of scraps that I wanted to get used up. And same with the silver paper and gold paper. The dolly that's in the background, again, is from this dolly set, which I didn't give you the number on that one. That is CC5226. And then I used my die or thin cut from Close to My Heart and Joy. And here for the, I used silver glitter gem, a gold one here, and this is a vellum paper. I know you can hardly pick up. And then this heart is from my stash, and of course the Merry Christmas die that I cut out is from my stash. Now this one here, we used, or I used, liquid pearls in white opal, and I placed them in the circles of the dots. Something different. Okay. Next cards, using that same die, but lots of glitter paper. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love how this turned out. So like this blue glitter, boy, I'm not saying glitter paper correctly. So I used the background here. So I cut this out on the blue, and then I used the background right there, and then this right there, which you can't really see the stitch because it's glitter, but you can see it on the silver and the gold paper, and those silver and gold paper were in my stash. Those are not from Close to My Heart. And I used, what did I use on this right here? I used the stickles called Still, and it will pick up what color is around it. So it's picking up the blue there. And then here we got the gold, and this is a vellum here, and these are vellum. I used a vellum on 3 of these, of the dollies. just give it texture and you can see it better in person. I love it. Love how that turned out. And then my last card, which I just had a little bit of scraps left, and I threw this one together and a couple of stickers. Not at all my favorite. And that is the end of my cards. I think I created 26 cards. All right, I appreciate you all. Get out your scrappy supplies. Document those memories in a fun, creative way, or make some Christmas cards, or make any type of cards using your scrappy supplies. And we'll see you next time. Give me a thumbs up. That helps bring traffic to my channel. And please share my channel with anyone that you think that is looking for inspiration.